Hello and welcome. This here is Smokey. He's a 15-year-old domestic short-haired tabby. From an alternative veterinarian's point of view, these are the top 7 tips to have a healthy and long-lived senior cat. So number 1, the biggest thing, probably more important than anything else, is what you're feeding your cat and the moisture that you're giving to your cat. Most cats are fed this dry, carb-loaded cat kibble. It is low in moisture, low in protein, and often with the wrong type of protein. Our cats, they're obligate carnivores. They're really not like a small dog. So many of the problems that our cats can have, number 1, CKD or chronic kidney disease. We know there's a direct correlation with diet. Cats that are getting repeated urinary tract disease. More than anything else, what we're doing is we're feeding them dry cat kibble, virtually no moisture, leading to urinary tract disease. Even diabetes. We know the most important cause of diabetes in our cats is they're eating these high carbohydrate cat foods. More than anything else, if you could take away one thing from today's video, get your cat off of this stuff, the dry kibble, get him onto something like this, canned high protein, moisture rich cat food, or even a home diet, which is primary animal protein. And that's gonna go and prevent so many of the most common cat diseases. Other big things, especially with our senior cats, is ensuring that they have increased amount of water that they have access to. We want them to have increased water consumption. So in part, we're doing that by feeding them a canned cat food, but also you want to make sure they have easy, available, and access to water. Smokey loves this ideal cat food. It's high in animal protein, it's high in moisture, a great option for our senior cats. Number 2, you want to be giving your cat no more of these. These are vaccines. We've given too many cats, too many multiple vaccines. Year after year, cats have had repeated vaccines, have a much higher incidence of kidney disease. Our cat's getting a type of cancer called fibrosarcoma, directly correlated with vaccines. If you have a cat that is a strictly indoor cat, in my opinion, they don't need any vaccines. Any cat past the age of 3, as far as I'm concerned, they need no further vaccination. Tip number 3. Using holistic options instead of the conventional ones. A big example I can see is this conventional drug here. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Many veterinarians still, and even I in veterinary practice, we would prescribe painkillers, an anti-inflammatory drug like this Medicam to cats. But unfortunately, many cats, not only can they not tolerate this drug, it can lead to serious secondary signs. It can cause kidney disease, it can cause liver disease. So one cat may be okay for getting this Medicam once a day for 5 days, or another cat, he could get this Medicam once a day for 5 days, and that could actually lead to kidney disease. More importantly, it's knowing that and looking for some of those safer alternatives which are not going to cause secondary side effects. A real great option for our cats that are in pain would be a natural anti-inflammatory such as this, CBD or cannabidiol. Even the conventional flea medications, such as this one here. For so many of our cats, they're so much more sensitive to these flea medications. And once again, and I even saw this in practice, you have far more number of increased side effects compared to our dogs. Many of the holistic veterinarians, they're seeing links to more serious ongoing diseases, such as inflammatory bowel disease being linked to chronic use of these flea medications. A far safer alternative, in my opinion, is this diatomaceous earth. It's this fine white powder, sort of looks like flour. It's from a thing called diatoms, which are fossilized skeletons of tiny aquatic organisms that lived millions of years ago. Put the diatomaceous earth in this little spice bottle, and if I were to treat Smokey, I would just sprinkle a little bit of the diatomaceous earth over top of his fur, use a flea comb to spread it through. You can do that once a week, and it's a great, safe way to have natural flea control. So number 4, really important for our cats, especially as they get older and they're inside more often, environmental enrichment. What that means is our cats need a whole lot of stimulation. They need to have far less stress. We know there's such a direct correlation between stress in our cats and disease. The basic example I can give is our cats getting feline lower urinary tract disease. We now know the single biggest cause of that is stress. The environmental enrichment can be just as simple as having a little toy that your cat is chasing. You spending direct quality time with your cat and helping him groom himself, for instance. Lots of our cats, especially as they get older, they just don't have the ability to properly groom themselves. They start just daily grooming your cat with this little flea comb. Lots of our older cats, they used to wear their nail down on something like a scratching post, but not able to stand up and use it. One of the suggestions is to make a low scratching post, so one that's on the ground, so instead of having to reach up, you can just reach across. Number 5, disease prevention. It's estimated that upwards of 30% of cats over the age of 15 are going to have some degree of kidney disease. Many of the feline specialty veterinarians, they now believe that the single most important nutrient, which is damaging the kidneys, leading to kidney disease, is phosphorus. It is also linked to moisture content. One of the suggestions which may help with CKD, potentially prevent your cat from getting it in the first place, is to decrease the phosphorus content. The foods with the highest phosphorus content are ones that contain fish. You want it to be poultry based. For example, this food here, it contains turkey. Here you go, Smokey. It has definitely less phosphorus than the one that contains fish. Adding a phosphorus binder to your cat's food can help decrease the phosphorus in his diet. This here is calcium carbonate, also known as ground eggshell. The calcium, it binds the phosphorus, can decrease the phosphorus in your cat's diet. Simple cat dose, about 1/4 teaspoon per 10 pounds body weight daily. Also on our supplement, Dr. Jones's Ultimate Feline Health Formula, we have no added phosphorus, but it does have added calcium. So it's an easy, simple way to decrease the phosphorus in your cat's diet, which then can decrease the potential likelihood of your cat getting CKD. 6. Managing the most common conditions that we're seeing in our older cats: dental disease and arthritis. Dental health plays a key role in the overall health of your cat. And if you can ensure that your cat has reasonably good quality dental care, it's going to be much more likely you're going to have a long, healthy lived cat. You can use your hands to lift up your cat's lips to look at his teeth and gums. Smokey here, he has great looking teeth for a 15-year-old cat. You want to see fairly nice, softer pink just above the tooth line, as Smokey has above his canine tooth here. Red above the tooth line is gingivitis, yellow on the tooth is plaque, and firm calculi, that is tartar. Lots of cats, they just won't let you brush your teeth. And for many cats, that's ideal. But for lots of cats, there's just no way you're going to get a toothbrush into your cat's mouth. So one of the remedies I've found, which is great for many of the cats that have gingivitis, great for treating inflammation, may help decrease the chance of plaque turning into tartar, is using something like this. This is called propolis. It's also known as bee glue. Bees use it to reinforce their hive. It's a great option for naturally decreasing mouth inflammation in your cat. Lifting up your cat's lips, doing a small squirt on one side. You're going to then rub that propolis inside your cat's mouth, doing the other side of his mouth. You could just do that once a day. So common in most of our older cats is arthritis. It's a condition of just normal joint wear and tear. You have bone rubbing on bone, you lose that soft articular cartilage, secondary joint bone inflammation. The 3 big core ones I suggest starting on are glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM. And all 3 of those nutrients, they're in our cat formulation, Dr. Jones's Ultimate Feline Health Formula. Number 7, probably the biggest thing more than anything else, is you being an active, involved pet parent. So what this means is you're taking an active role in your cat's health care. If your veterinarian is suggesting a whole array of different diagnostics, but your cat is clinically healthy, you may want to ask, number 1, why are you doing these tests? And number 2, if we do these tests, are we going to be doing anything different? You're going to actively question your veterinarian. You're going to ask about side effects. You're going to probably say no to something like these vaccines, and consider something like the supplement here, which has additional colostrum. Such a better way to support your cat's immune system, prevent disease. If you do all those things, you follow all those 7 tips, in my opinion, you have a much higher chance of having a happy, long-lived, healthy cat. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, and when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.